morning, everybody, or afternoon, or evening, wherever you are on planet Earth. I'm HelloGreedo. I'm a tired boy. I'm going to be hanging out with you guys for 30 minutes. It's going to be a short one. Got a lot to do today. Going out of town tomorrow. Yeah, man. What's new with you? I've been chugging coffee. I've gone through about 8 cups of coffee already. I'm on my 9th or 10th or whatever. The pot's almost gone. It's a 12 cup pot. Forgive me. I'm very sleepy. Alex Dunn, first of all, thank you so much for the first super chat and channel support of the stream. Alex simply says, "Wake up!" Alex simply says, "Hey, wake up!" I'll try, Alex. I appreciate it. I hope I didn't blow everybody's eardrums out. I tried to go in front and to the side of the microphone. I apologize if that was the case. Maybe I just woke you up. Welcome, guys. Alex, once again, thanks, man. Cheers. Let me fix my microphone stand. There we go. The past few, I would say 3 times out of the past week, my daughter's woken up super early. I'm an early riser to begin with. I like waking up around 5, having some me time, writing some videos, working on some stuff, just reading the news, looking up interesting things. But the past couple nights, she has been waking up super early. 3:30 this morning was when she woke up, and of course, she falls back to sleep around 5, and I'm laying in her bed, and then I get out, I sneak out, and, yeah, of course, what am I going to do? Go back to sleep and get like an hour's worth of sleep? Nah, I'll just get up. I'll work on some stuff. I'll write a video. I'll start planning what we need to bring for our little weekend out-of-town trip. I'll start looking up some ideas on some office decorations. That's what I did this morning. What's up, Sapity? Good to see you, man. What's up, Venom? Hope everything's going well. I this morning, or yesterday rather, I posted a picture of what I'm doing to my office these days, and completely overhauling and redoing an entire side of my office, which I'm excited about. I got a plan. It's only taken me 2 years to figure out what the hell I want to do with this side of the office. But it's coming together, man, and it all starts with an autograph that I just recently got. It's crazy to have slight correspondence with this man. And I hung it on my office wall, and it's the first step into majorly redoing that side of the office. I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped. Anyway. I'm just in school right now doing nothing. Nice, Alex. Are you in what's your what are you studying? Honestly, Joe, I didn't really think about it all too much. I actually made a video this morning, and I'm waiting to upload it, called "Is the Book of Boba Fett Good?" And it's literally me just talking about the first season of the Book of Boba Fett. I kind of ramble on and on about what I like, what I don't like, and I come to the conclusion that it's all right, and probably won't be thinking about it. Like, it's weird, man. After the first season of The Mandalorian, and after the second season of The Mandalorian, those shows occupied a lot of my brain. I thought about them quite a bit. The possibilities of what these shows could be, the future of Star Wars, and The Mandalorian. I thought about it a lot, of how much of a unique story it was, and how it kind of breathed fresh air into Star Wars. And that's what The Mandalorian did for me. But the Book of Boba Fett, I really haven't thought about it in a week. So, anyway. Caleb Richardson, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I greatly appreciate that, man. Caleb says, "Hello there and good morning. Hope you're well." Yeah, man. Things are good. I hope you're well as well. It's a good morning. It's weird, Caleb. Like, when I barely get any sleep, I function fine, but there's like a little, I don't know how to describe it. We've all experienced it, but like when you have a really shitty night of sleep and you know, you're kind of running on fumes the next day, there's a little buzz to you. There's a little bit of a buzz to you that is like a little, you're a little spacey. You're buzzing a little bit. You know what I mean? Lights are a little brighter, sounds are a little louder. You're running on like 4 hours of sleep, and it's hard to explain. That's how and it's not a bad feeling. I don't know. Maybe it's your body's way of just kind of like pushing the final spits of gas through the engine, trying to keep you awake until you can go to sleep. But yeah. Anyway, things are good, Caleb. Looking forward to a little weekend trip. It's a little family weekend trip down to visit my grandparents, and my daughter's great grandparents. My grandma actually just turned 92 on Monday. 92. The previous, I was like 4 months ago or so, 5 months ago or so, she had COVID. My then 91-year-old grandma had COVID. And now she's back to completely normal, and she's playing euchre and playing bingo and cards with her friends, and it's awesome, man. Yeah, so I'm really excited to go down there. I know they're excited to see my daughter, and yeah, my grandpa's 91, my grandma's 92. But anyway, Skibot99, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I greatly appreciate that. Let's see. Where did it go? Skibot says, did you ever go back to watch Star Wars Rebels? You stopped doing reviews after season 1 opener. No, I actually did review the entirety of the first season, right? Right? I think I did. I'm pretty sure. But no, Ski, I only watched the very first season. For whatever reason, I have a bad habit of watching like the first season of a show or something like that, and then for whatever reason, like not returning to it. I did that with, for whatever reason, the thing that pops into my head first is like Better Call Saul. Watch the first season of that, and then just I've never seen a single episode after that. Season 2. Oh yeah, you're right, Ski. You're right, man. I did watch the first episode of season 2. Yeah, I forgot about that. No, I have not gone to finish Rebels, which is kind of crazy. I have a feeling that eventually I will. My daughter is almost 4 years old, and she's coming to the age. I would say in a year or two, she will be of the age to kind of follow along with the narrative of Star Wars Rebels. So at this point, I'll probably wait until she's old enough to kind of get it, because whenever I eventually do get around to watching all of it, I'll definitely make a video about it. I'm not going to do what I did with like the Clone Wars or even the first season of Rebels, where I reviewed every single episode. I don't know if I'm going to do that moving forward. I mean, with shows like The Mandalorian, Boba Fett, all that stuff, yeah, but if there's another animated show on the horizon, I probably won't. I mean, shit, I didn't even watch I didn't even finish Bad Batch, Didn't even finish Bad Batch, so yeah, the only Star Wars animated show that I've ever finished is Clone Wars. That's the only one that I've ever watched all of, but I watched like 3 episodes of Resistance, which was fun. That was a fun show. I like the world building of it, but I only saw 3 episodes. Only saw the first season of Rebels. I've seen all of the Clone Wars. I've never watched the micro series. Yeah. Eventually I'll get around to it, right? But anyway, Skibot, I appreciate that, man. Cheers. Do you have any other who's that? DJ Gonk. Do you have any other replica blasters other than the E11? No, well, it's not necessarily a replica blast. Actually, you know what? It is a 501st approvable DL44. I have okay, so I have a DL44, Han Solo's blaster, his type of blaster at least. It's made from, I'm about to sneeze. I muted my microphone. There we go. So yeah, the reason that it took me so long to figure out what the hell to say was because I felt a sneeze coming on. But I have a DL44. It's not, I wouldn't call it a replica, but it is a 501st approvable blaster. It's made out of a Nerf gun that I got, Nerf DL44. It's orange. It was originally orange, at least. I think I got it in the 90s. Let me see. Let me look this up. Yeah, here it is. It's a Power of the Force. It was originally a Power of the Force DL44 blaster. So Power of the Force was 90s. I don't know if they were making Power of the Force in the early 2000s or not, but it's a modified. I gave it to my buddy, and he completely modified it. He painted it. He added bells and whistles to it. Added some stickers. He weathered it, and it looks pretty damn good. But I wouldn't call it a straight-up replica. My E11 is a replica. It is a resin replica of a Stormtrooper E11 blaster. It's great. I love it. Anyway. TJ Scott, trying to stay up. What's your favorite kind of coffee? I'm not picky when it comes to coffee, man. I drink my coffee black. I honestly, our go-to if we're at the grocery store and we need coffee, it's Folgers Black Silk. Yeah. But I'll drink whatever. I don't mind. I don't mind some horrible ass coffee made in a boot. What? You think I plugged my nose, Crab? I think we've all done that before. Don't do that. That's bad for you. I've popped my ears doing that. Holding in a sneeze and holding your nose. Let that bad boy out, man. Always more of a soda person. What's up, Uniqueness? Dr. Pepper especially. I probably haven't had a soda since... Golly. Actually, the only time I ever have soda is on road trips if we go through a drive-thru. And that's also the only time that we have fast food. So maybe once or twice a year, I'll have a soda. Or I don't know why. It's not something that I crave or I want. It's weird, man. Yeah. I drink a ton of water. From my 32-ounce Nalgene that I carry around with me everywhere I go. I drink a ton of coffee. And those two things basically sustain me. I do buy Gatorade powder, a big thing of Gatorade powder, a giant one that makes 9 gallons. And I usually put a scoop in my Nalgene after I go on a run. But other than that, man, that's about it. Water, coffee, Gatorade after a run, and a couple beers on the weekend, and that's or whiskey or Bloody Marys or gin and tonics. But anyway, Dustin, aka Dustin, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Hope you're doing well, man. Dustin says, "Hey Greedo, in regards to collectibles, have you got any Star Wars Lego or thought about dabbling? I just got done building Moff Gideon's cruiser." Oh, I haven't. I don't think I've seen that one. Let me look this up. Moff Gideon cruiser Lego. Oh, that's badass. Wait, is this the right one? Let me see. Yeah, it is. Okay, Lego Star Wars: The Mandalorian Imperial Light Cruiser. Is that what I'm? Is this what it is? That looks cool. So I do have. I have actually. So Dustin, what do I have? I actually have 3 Lego sets that I got within the past 2 years, and they're Star Wars. I actually didn't buy them. They were sent to me by Lego as like a little sponsor, an Instagram sponsorship. So I have the A-Wing, like the collectible, or the, let me look this up. A-Wing Lego. It is the A-Wing Starfighter. Is it 75275? I think there's a specific name for it though. Okay. A-Wing Starfighter building kit. I thought it was like a collectible building set. I thought there was like it's like a special version of it. But yeah, I have the A-Wing that is like a black box, and it has the ultimate collector series A-Wing Starfighter. The number is 75275. That was fun to put together. That was the first Lego set that I had built in a couple decades, probably. Lego actually sent that to me maybe January of 2020 or 21. I can't remember when I got this. Maybe 21. I think it was the beginning of 2021. So the beginning of last year. And that was a lot of fun to put together. And then I also got the Boba Fett helmet, the Lego Boba Fett helmet. That was an easy build. And then I got the Sith portrait. I don't know what the Sith portrait Lego. I don't know exactly what it's called. Lego Star Wars The Sith set. Mosaic Maker Art Series. Turn your passion into art, which is a really I didn't even know this existed before they sent this to me, but it's, I don't know if you've seen them or not. I'm sure you have, but it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's basically like a big 12 by 12 album sized picture. You start with like a blank canvas, and then you follow the steps just like you do regular Legos. But instead of, actually, let me see if I can. Okay, let me see if I can find a picture. I don't really know how to describe it. Let me see if I can throw a picture up. Lego. That's not right. Lego Vader Fett phone. Vader. Okay. Send. Okay, so here. Oh, sweet. Okay, so here is a picture. Here. Oh. Fit to screen. There we go. So here is a picture of what I'm talking about. You basically make a I don't even have like an image out of Lego dots, Lego pieces. Kind of neat, man. And I didn't even know something like this existed until I started building it. Yeah, I think it's pretty expensive. From what I remember, it's a little too expensive, I thought. But it is. I think they make like a Beatles portrait Lego art, whatever. Kind of cool too. Yeah. Here is the Boba Fett helmet. That's actually wrong. That's a wrong Boba Fett helmet. I messed it up. Is this the right one? Nope, that's still messed up. I think I incorrectly built it. Okay, there it is. It's fixed. I incorrectly built it, and then Lego didn't even notice it. I had to fix it. I didn't tell them I sent them the wrong thing, but yeah, that's funny. That's fun to put together. Forgot about all this. There's a just picture of the stuff. So yeah, I have 3 Lego sets. Oh, so it must have been around Christmas of 2020. That's when they sent it to me. There we go, because there's Christmas stuff in the background. But yeah, so I got I got those sent to me. Didn't buy them, but they're cool. I do, on the other hand, Dustin, I do want a Saturn V, the Saturn V Lego set. It's like $120. Which is a lot for me to, well, I'm kind of in a lot of you guys know I'm in a big transition phase right now. When I do get on the job, just waiting for some calls, I will end up getting it, but it might be a while from now. Lego Saturn V. One of the reasons that I want the Saturn V is because, and again, the Saturn V is the moon rocket, basically, is I want to mount it on my wall. I found an awesome wall mount on Etsy for the Saturn V. If you search for like Saturn V Lego wall mount on Etsy, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's a vertical wall mount, and what it does is it separates the Saturn V into different stages, and it's just such a cool, unique display for this Lego piece. And like, honestly, seeing that display is kind of what sold me on the idea of wanting to get the Saturn V Lego set. But again, it's can't really afford that right now, and got bigger priorities. But yeah, that's kind of right on tip top of my list when it comes to wanting to decorate my office. If you see a recent picture that I posted, well, yesterday I think, you'll see that I'm completely on Twitter. You'll see that I'm completely redoing one side of my office and kind of, yeah, trying to figure out. Kind of got a good idea of how I want to lay it out, but it's going to be months and months until it's all done, because it involves me and my daughter painting. I want to paint a big canvas and put it on the wall. I'm going to do kind of like a gallery wall. It's going to look cool, I think. But yeah, anyway, I appreciate that, Dustin. Hell yeah. Vince, good to see you, man. Vince and Eli, thank you guys both for the super chats and channel support. For screen time, OBS. OBS is the software that I use. It's the only software I've ever used. It works great. I highly recommend it. No hiccups ever on my end, at least. But Vince, thank you so much. Cheers, man. Vince says, been watching Tarantino movies this week. My favorite is Hollywood. My least favorite is probably Death Proof. Favorite and least favorite Tarantino movie. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is my favorite Tarantino movie. The book's great. I read it like a year ago, I think. It is. If you like the movie, you'll like the book. It's It adds a lot more. Duh. But yeah, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is my favorite Tarantino movie. I don't know what my least is, to tell you the truth. It might be. I don't think I've seen Death Proof. Honestly, Quentin Tarantino. I've never really cared for Reservoir Dogs, to tell you the truth. Let's see. Man. I'm looking at his IMDb. I've seen every one of them except for Death Proof. And an episode of ER that he directed. He directed an episode of ER. What? Yeah, I've seen all of them except for Death Proof. Wow. Huh. Shit, man. Honestly, in all honesty, I think my least favorite Tarantino movie is Reservoir Dogs. Maybe The Hateful Eight. I don't really have much memory of The Hateful Eight, but yeah, for whatever reason, like, Reservoir Dogs never stuck with me. I never really got it when I watched it back in the day as a kid. I don't know why. Yeah, it might be Reservoir Dogs, man. Is that heresy? Is that sacrilegious? I just think there's more substance to something like, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I think it's kind of apparent just how he's evolved as a director. I mean, obviously he's been a creative genius since day one, but yeah, it might be Reservoir Dogs, man. But hey, I haven't seen Death Proof, so maybe if I watch Death Proof, it would be Death Proof. But yeah, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was one of, it might have been our last movie. When did that come out? I think it was our last movie going experience. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. 2019. Okay, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. We saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood like the week that it opened. At that little, some of you guys might have heard me talk about Sunray Cinema. It's like a little independent movie theater downtown Jacksonville. Love going to see movies there. They got pitchers of beer and pizza and whatever you want. It's awesome. I saw it there, and it was such a fun movie-going experience. So, yeah, actually the last movie that me and my wife saw in the movie theater was Rise of Skywalker. I don't think there's anything since then that we've seen. Yeah. Yeah, Hateful Eight, Vince, maybe that's an issue. I've only seen it once. Saw it in the movie theater. Yeah, I only saw it once. Don't really remember a lot about it. Maybe I need to revisit it. Almost 3 hours long. Maybe I don't. Anyway. Eli Foreman and JK, thank you guys so much for the super chats and channel support. And Chris Froming, thank you as well. I greatly appreciate that. Cheers, guys. Let me close some stuff out, take a sip of coffee. There we go. Eli, JK, and Chris, thank you guys once again. Eli says, HG stopping by Dutch Bros. You need a pick-me-up. What is that, a coffee shop? Dutch Bros? Let's look this up. Or maybe it's a beer. Oh, menu. Wait, what is this? Dutch? I've never heard of Dutch Bros. New Mexico. A New Mexico kids tea. What is this? What is this funky looking joint? Dutch Bros drink menu. Dutch Bros location finder. Now I'm curious, Eli. Dutch Bros. Arizona. Holy shit, there's a lot of Dutch Bros. Never even heard of this place. Okay. So, wow. Okay, so maybe you didn't know this, Eli. Let me zoom out here. The furthest east it looks like a Dutch Bros is Tennessee. And then it's Texas and Kansas City. I've never heard of Dutch Bros. There are so many in California. Wow. Washington, California, bunch of them in Arizona, Idaho, Texas. Interesting. Never heard of it. What's something that we have that you don't have? I'm trying to. I mean, I'm sure there's probably thousands, right? Firehouse Subs. That started in Jacksonville. I actually know the family, or knew the family. What else? What about up north? Tim Hortons or Skyline Chili? You guys have Skyline Chili? Actually, where is Skyline Chili? Locations. Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, and Florida. Okay. Where the hell is there one in Florida? Okay. Fort Lauderdale, Naples, Fort Myers, St. Pete, and Clearwater. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, Cincinnati. Yep. I'm from, I'm originally born in Ohio. Most of my family's from Ohio, so, yep. Buddy said Cincinnati. Yep. Yeah, Steve, Whataburger is in Florida. We've had Whataburger for a while now. I don't know. I think they're pretty sparse, but there's one, there's a Whataburger near a movie theater that I used to go to a lot. So me and my buddies would go see a movie and then stop it because Whataburger's open 24/7. We'd stop in for a burger after the movie and just hang out. Yeah, Whataburger's pretty good. Yeah. Anyway, Eli, get me just a black coffee. I appreciate that, man. Hope you're doing well. Dutch Bros. Thought I was gonna Google something and something inappropriate was gonna come up. I thought you were luring me into something nefarious, like a lemon party. Did you ever trick somebody with that back in the day? I thought you were doing that, but with Dutch Bros. Anyway, I appreciate that, man. What a burger a minute away. Nice. We just got Wawa down here a couple of years ago, Evan. Well, at least down in my area of Florida. I'm sure they've been around different locations in Florida for a while. J.K. Chang, thank you so much for the generous super chat and channel support this morning. We are well over 30 minutes. We're 11. We're 11 minutes over 30 minutes. J.K. says, do you have a favorite Mafia gangster movie, such as Godfather, Donnie Brasco, Casino, Carlito's Way? I'm always into them. Wish Book of Boba Fett explored that Godfather-ish crime family storytelling more. That's I'm 100% with you, J.K. I actually kind of talked about that in a video that I made. That I'm probably going to upload tomorrow. But yeah, I think that's kind of what I was expecting or hoping for. I think that's probably what most people were expecting and hoping for too. You know, a little more of that gangster, that mob, that crime family story. But instead, we got a major diversion into a completely different show, which, you know, a lot of people liked. I didn't. I mean, obviously, if you look at the individual episodes and the moments, they're great. But as a whole package, the show left a lot to be desired, and I didn't really care for it. But if we're talking about my favorite gangster movie, Godfather is very hard to beat. Goodfellas is fantastic too. A movie that I've never cared for is Scarface. I've seen it a bunch. I never really got it. I always felt like it was just kind of like compared to something like Godfather, compared to something like Goodfellas. I think Scarface, I don't know. I've never really cared for it. Never really hit me. Anybody else out there? I can't really explain why, but I've never really cared for Scarface. It just always was meh, yeah, whatever. One sec. Yeah, never really cared for it for whatever reason. But if I had to pick a favorite, I would say Godfather. It's just the one that stuck with me all these years. I think it's, I would say that it's the best of all time. But for me, JK, like, I know it's not fair, and I know it's not a movie, but The Sopranos, I think takes the cake as the winner when it comes to telling a story of a crime family, of a gangster, you know what I mean, of a mob boss. The Sopranos, I think, is my all-time favorite show, which means that it's also my all-time favorite, like, gangster mafia story, you know? But yeah, I haven't really seen too many other movies, to tell you the truth. I've seen Casino. I don't think I've ever seen Carlito's Way. Donnie Brasco, let me look this up. Golly, I don't know if I've seen it or not. Does not look familiar. A stark, nuanced portrait of life and organized crime, bolstered by strong performances. Al Pacino, Johnny Depp. I don't think I've seen this. Carlito's Way. Now this looks familiar. Carlito's Way looks familiar. I can't say if I've seen it or not. At a certain point, they kind of run together. I don't know. Interesting. Okay, Donnie Brasco's good stuff, based on true story. It's good. All right, I'm going to keep this up. We're always looking for something to watch. Yeah, I'm going to keep this up. I got very lucky. My wife loves, like, not gangster movies, but like we are very much in line with our taste in movies and shows and stuff like that. Like, yeah, I got very lucky in that respect. She doesn't give a shit about, like, some of these dumbass shows. She could give a fuck about reality shows. She wants to watch something dark and fucked up. Cheers. But yeah, JK, I appreciate that, man, and I appreciate the recommendation here. We'll end up watching it. Yeah, I'm intrigued. But yeah, I appreciate that, man. Chris Froming and the Commie Killer, thank you guys so much for the final super chats and channel supports before I jet. Chris says, "Hey HG, hope all is well. It's been a while since I've Been here, but how do you save money? I have trouble and need help. I get narked by my girlfriend because I can't. So, yeah, it's interesting. I've never had an issue with. I don't buy anything really. Like the only things that I buy are, I guess it's different when you have a kid, but even before then, like I've never been a collector. I've never bought anything really. I don't, that's a really tough question, Chris, because it's something that I've never had an issue with. So I don't even know. Like my answer would be just fucking save, man. Just don't spend it. But that's not an answer, right? That's like telling an alcoholic not to drink. There's more to it than that, right? I don't know. Maybe just realize at a certain point you realize, do you need more shit? Do you know what are you spending money on? That's the thing. Like also, okay, so bring your lunch, you know. There's people out there who spend money like $20 on lunch every single day. That adds up. That's something I've never done either. Like if there's people that, you know, spend $20 on lunch every single day at work, 20 times 5, that's $100 a week. If you're that's $400, let's just say, a month. That's crazy. Okay, maybe not that much. Let's say 300. Some people spend, even if it's just, I don't know, $12 a day at let's do the math on that because I'm too dumb to do that in my brain. 12 times 5. Let's just say 12. Let's just say you're going to get, I don't know, a Zaxby's chicken platter. $12, $60 a week, $240 a month if it's $12 a day. Don't do that. That's a car payment, man. That's a car payment, you know? Buying a super chat probably. Chris, there you go. Chris says buying a super chat probably isn't saving. That's what I should have led with, man. Don't pay for a super chat. Buying a super chat probably isn't saving very good, but it's not a lot, so it's okay. But I have issues here and there. I started not eating out as much as I used to, and it helps. I bought food and learned how to use the stove properly. That's good. That's a big thing, Chris. Eating out will light your wallet on fire. We eat out once a week, usually on a Friday or Saturday. Other than that, man, like tonight, like right now, as I'm speaking, I got ribs in the crock pot. I started them at 8. They're going to be done at 6. That's cheap. A pack of ribs in the crock pot, and you can eat on. I mean, you can probably eat on that for 2 days if you want to. If you're a leftovers man. Just a big slab of. I don't know. Remember, it's not it's not baby backs. It's I can't remember which type they are. But that's what we're having tonight. You know. You can get a giant ass pack of chicken breasts, like 8 chicken breasts for not expensive at all, you know. Learn how to cut it up, make your own like panko crusted chicken or make some pasta with it, you know what I mean? Like and turn it into a little fun thing for you and your girlfriend to do, you know. Make some different types of meals. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Like one night out to dinner, let's just say it's $60. One night out to dinner, that's like half of a week's worth of groceries for a family of 3 or 4, you know. Yeah. So, yeah, like last night, what did we have? Last night we had chicken Caesar salad. I made some chicken. I cut up some chicken in I cut up some chicken into like cubes. Mixed it in an egg and panko, put it in an egg wash and then threw it in a bowl of panko, mixed it all up, and then kind of fried it in olive oil on the stove, and then, you know, made the salad, got tomato and cut up the salad and made croutons with some old bread that we had, and then you throw in some Caesar dressing and mix it all up together, and it's goddamn delicious. Some Parmesan cheese in there, and that's a cheap meal, you know. It's a very cheap meal. I know people who eat out like almost every night. I can't imagine spending that much money, you know. That's why it's fun. Like we pick a different restaurant every week, every Friday or Saturday, and you know, we get some drinks, and my daughter always likes to try something different. I don't know. It's good. Yeah. And we always devolve into a conversation about food. But I appreciate that, Chris. Cheers, man. Yeah. Put some back, save. It's easier said than done, right? But yeah, anyway. Cheers, man. You'll figure it out. The Commie Killer, thank you so much. And Vince, thank you both for coming with the final super chats of the stream. Kami says, "Morning, Greedo. I remember Lemon Party. Thanks for reminding me of that horror. I have a question. Is it pop or soda? Here in Michigan, it's pop, and I'll die on that hill. Also, go to hell 97 Java. Cheers." Cheers, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, go to hell 97 Java, and go to hell that entire scene from 97 to now. It's unnecessary, right? Is it pop or soda? So I am from originally Ohio. My extended family who live in Ohio say pop. My dad's side of the family is from Michigan. I'm assuming they say pop as well. I haven't seen them in a while. I'm pretty sure they say pop. Everybody that I know down south, unless, except for like a buddy of mine from Minnesota, I think he says pop. I'm not sure. Everybody that I know around here says soda. Everybody. So for me, it's soda. Or it's Coke. I grew up in Georgia, land of Coca-Cola. I lived there from 91 to 99, I think. 91 to 99, so almost 9 years. Almost 10, we'll say almost 10 years. The term Coke was just like ubiquitous. It just, whatever, if you're having a Sprite, it's Coke. Can I have a Coke? Yeah, just whatever. That's just, yeah, I don't know. It meant everything. Yeah, soda is I've just been used to it most of my life. And yeah, the funny thing is like it's a combination, right? It's a soda pop. Best of both worlds. I'm just gonna start saying soda pop. Excuse me, can I have what kind of soda pop do you have at this McDonald's? Want to sound like an absolute weirdo? I'll have a Crunch Wrap Supreme, and I don't see it on your menu, but what kind of soda pop do you have at this establishment? I'm not going to do that. Anyway. I appreciate that, Kami. Cheers, man. I remember it too. I miss like messing with my coworkers or my squadron. I used to do a lot of computer pranks, and that was often the case with that. One of my favorite computer pranks to do, and look, this is like 2007, 2008, 2009. Rudimentary by today's standards, I suppose. But at my squadron, my first command in the Navy, I used to take screenshots of like my coworkers' desktops. We all had our own desktop, basically. We would monitor computer helicopter components and stuff like that, and I would take a screenshot of like my coworker's desktop, turn that into a JPEG, make that JPEG their desktop, their wallpaper, and then I would right-click and hide icons. So, you know, if my buddy, my coworker, my squad mate, my shipmate got on his desktop, it would look like he was just sitting in front of his normal desktop. But when he went to try to click icons, nothing would click because it was just a JPEG. It was just a screenshot. And I wouldn't tell them for a long time. So they would restart. They would call IT. And I thought that, I mean, like, that was a, you know, you're not dealing with horrible shit. I thought that was a pretty innocent prank, but a good prank. But yeah, anyway, a frustrating prank. Anyway, Vince and Gabriel, thank you guys so much for coming in with the final super chats and channel support before I got a jet. Start packing for our little weekend getaway. Vince says, before I go, can I recommend something dark and fucked up? Zodiac is one of my favorite movies ever. Goodbye. Yeah, we actually watched that a few years ago for the first time. I remember liking it quite a bit. Yeah, I want to say we watched it for the first time maybe... Oh, no, it was a lot... It's newer than I thought. I thought it was older than 2007. I'm going to say we probably watched it like in 2010 or so. I remember liking it quite a bit. It's been a long time. I remember a scene where the kids are sitting in the car and... Yeah. I would highly recommend... If nobody's seen Zodiac, it has Jake Gyllenhaal, Mark Ruffalo, Robert Downey Jr., Brian Cox, a lot of familiar faces, and it's a solid movie. Yeah, that's a good recommendation. That's a good make you feel good, happy-go-lucky movie for everybody to watch this upcoming weekend. Zodiac. But anyway, Vince, I appreciate that, man. Trying to think what we watched. Oh, I think I already mentioned it. We watched Belfast and The Last Duel last weekend. Not going to be able to watch anything this weekend, I don't think, just because we're going out of town. But, yeah. Anyway. Let's see. All right, cool. Here we go. Gabriel Terenzio. I'm sure I butchered it. I'm an idiot. I apologize, Gabriel. But Gabriel says, "What's up, Greedo? Hope you're doing well. Feel free to take a nap if you want. We'll still be here." I'm actually debating about taking a nap in about an hour. My wife picks up our daughter from school at 1 o'clock. And I might take a nap while she's picking her up. That sounds nice. Because if I don't, I'm going to be dragging ass. And nobody wants that. Oh, I pronounced it right? Nice. Nice. But, cheers, Gabriel. But yeah, I might take you up on that. I got some stuff to do, but I might take a good solid 30-minute snooze. 30 minutes too long. Maybe 15 minutes. 15 minutes. I wish there was a way to, like, set an alarm that was dependent on you actually being asleep. Like, if I lay down and I set an alarm for 20 minutes, I might lay there awake for 20 minutes, right? But I wish there was a way. Maybe this is the future. Maybe we need somebody to invent a new type of alarm that actually monitors you and knows when you're asleep, and it then, as soon as you fall asleep, it starts a 15-minute timer and then boom, wakes you up. You know what I mean? That would be nice. That's what I want. Anyway. All right, guys, I got a jet. Thanks for hanging out, waking me up a little bit. This 30-minute live stream turned into an hour. It's all good. That was fun, man. To everybody who supported the channel through Super Chats this morning or afternoon or evening, wherever you are on planet Earth, I appreciate it. All right, guys. I'm out of town this weekend. Actually, out of town tomorrow, so I won't see you for like 4 or 5 days. But, yeah. Thanks for hanging out, man. All right. Cool? Cool. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll catch you on the flip side. See ya!